This video is recorded presentation for English ISP, and the book I've chosen is The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. The Old Man and the Sea is an inspirational novel written by Ernest Hemingway, and it wins him the 1954 Nobel Prize in Literature. Comparing to other books from other authors, The Old Man and the Sea is not really a complicated or a long book per se. It only has 286 pages on my phone, so it's probably gonna be less on an actual book. Although The Old Man and the Sea is not a long book, you can still get a lot of ideas and good thoughts out of it. Although a lot of people have recommended this book to me before, it is actually the first time I've ever read it. And I gotta say, it has many positive attitudes that we can learn and use them in our future. It is actually a really helpful book. It tells us what we should do and what kind of attitude we should have when we are facing challenges or bad luck in our lives. Nobody can go through their life without getting into challenges and bad lucks, and so it's a good thing that we know what we should do and what kind of attitude we should have to face this kind of trouble. We'll talk about that later on in the video, and I think we shall focus on the story itself for now. The main character of the story is an old Cuban fisherman called Santiago. Hemingway has portrayed him as a hero-like character and an ideal and perfect man. He is independent in his actions, he has abilities, he knows what he's getting into, he's willing to take chances, and he has courage. The most attractive characteristic about Santiago is that he is really proud. He's a proud old man who is unwilling to admit he is defeated, which in other words is he never gives up. The old man is really unlucky as a fisherman. He did not catch a single fish in 84 days despite his excellent technique. Several people laughed at Santiago because of this. Santiago's pride was crushed, but this has influenced the old man even more. So he went on a journey, a long and unforgiving journey, and a journey which he won't accept defeated as a result. Santiago remains confident that he will succeed even after a long day of search. And by noon, he finally makes a catch which he believes is a strong, great and mighty marlin. However, much like the old man, the fish is strong and unwilling to admit defeated, so the fish actually dragged the boat backwards into deeper ocean and to fight for its own survival. After 3 days and 3 nights of fighting, the old man and the fish both have came through extremely pain. But the old man's persistency is too great for the fish, so as lucky as he was, he actually caught the fish. Now that Santiago has felt that he has succeeded, he's starting to go back home to show his prize. But the bad luck always seems to happen to the old man. Sharks appeared and starting to tear off the marlin he caught, which is his prize, and the old man has enough courage to fight against the shark. He's starting to hit the sharks with his knife, with his harp, and I can say it's not many of us can do that. However, even Santiago tried really hard. He is unable to save the fish from the flesh-eating shark, which he returned with only the skeleton of the fish. Santiago and the fish is actually very much alike. You can torture Santiago physically, which his hand already did to him by unwilling to open, and Santiago said they were traitors to him. But as much as you want to torture Santiago's body, he may be defeated physically, but his spirit remains unconquered. Although Santiago returned home with only the skeleton of the fish, I don't think he is defeated, which it appears to be, because he is fighting against nature, and nature is something that is way more powerful than him. And what's more is, even when he is fighting against this powerful creature, not only the fish but the nature, he did not give up. At this point, we can get a theme out of the story. It is not hard, it's pretty straightforward. The theme of the story is we are not defeated when we lose. We are only defeated when we give up. Santiago has shown great endurance in the story, which is also one of his most attractive characteristics. There's actually a line in the book where Santiago is saying, "Pain does not matter to a man." This is also a theme of the story. I remember there's a part where Santiago is praying to the Father and Hail Mary when he was trying to catch the powerful fish. But in my opinion, his faith isn't in God. His faith is in himself. This can also be considered as a theme. This theme would be nobody else can help you, even God. When you are in trouble, the only person who can is yourself. You can get many more ideas out of this book. I only said this 3 in this video because this 3 has the strongest influence on me. It influenced me the most among all the themes in the story. We face challenges every day in our lives. Every single question can be considered as a challenge. Take math questions for example. There are questions like 1 plus 1 equals to 2, and there are many more other harder questions. It is really easy to solve questions like 1 plus 1 equals to 2, but with harder questions, it requires more efforts. I know the harder questions can be challenging, but we can't just think, oh, this question is hard. Can I get someone to help me with it? Or the better, just to do it for me? This is called giving up and running away, and it's not something that we should be doing. And we are only talking about math here. What if it's something else? What if you face challenges when you are applying to university, or having trouble finding a job, or having trouble buying a house? These are something that you can never ever run away of. You gotta deal with it sooner or later, so why keep putting it off? This is what influenced me the most, that I can learn the most of. Well, anyways, it's a good book, and I would recommend everybody to read it. It's not gonna take you long. You can read it a day, maybe 2 days, maybe a week, maybe a month, but you can sure finish it in a week. I'm just a guy with opinion here who read the book twice for English ISP, and some of my understanding might not be insightful, and I'm pretty sure you can do better than me. So go easy on the criticism, and thank you for listening.